Hi, everyone. I'm Jonah Summer. I'm with Behavioral Perspective, or known also as BPI. I am the Director of Client Success. So happy to jump on board here with Stephanie Thompson.
Hi.
Stephanie is and I'm going to let her, of course, introduce herself a lot more, but she is a licensed independent insurance broker. She's also a special needs planner, as well as a mom of a son with autism. And she is with a company called LT Family Financial. We wanted to jump on board here. I'll give a quick introduction of what our topic is today, and then please introduce yourself a lot more, Stephanie. But we wanted to jump on board because it's really that time of year, right? I honestly can't believe that today is October 14th. Yeah. And, the end of the year is coming near. So it's the time of year that families often plan for the following year, planning for therapies, what therapies should look like, and most important, unfortunately, also is how do you fund those therapies and what are your funding options? So today, as Stephanie is a broker, we're going to talk about ways for you to access a medical plan in order to access certain therapies, ABA being one of those biggest pieces, and how it all works. So Stephanie, more introduction on you.
All right. Thank you so much. So thank you everyone for having me here today. Yeah, just real quickly, as she mentioned, I'm a mom. My son, Danny, has autism, and I know firsthand what it's like to be a mom with someone who has special needs. And I also understand how expensive therapies can get and how demanding certain things are. So it's it's great that I can offer brokerage services for families just like myself, because I feel like I'm in that same spot as you are. So as far as a little bit about me, I'm a co-founder of LT Family Financial. It's just a small brokerage shop where I can offer virtually any carrier that you're looking for coverage. Now, I do try to go through it to make sure that it's a credible company, of course. And I'm just so happy that you guys are having me here to kind of do a couple of basic information about why, I try to help families out as much as I can, because it can get very, very confusing very quickly, especially on those websites.
It does. I mean, there is options to go through the exchange yourself and try to figure it out, but it is very confusing. I've gone in there myself, and it can be overwhelming. So a broker, tell us what a broker can do for a family.
Okay, great. Well, we try to make it smooth for you. We try to take out all the nitty gritty, if you will.
Yeah.
So, let's say somebody calls me and they say, hey, I need help getting health insurance. I ask you a few questions. I want to know what county that you are in and what type of insurance. Do you want something just for a child only policy, or do you want something for the whole family? So there's a couple of questions that I like to ask. And then once I get just really basic information, I will then go into the world of insurance and I'll do the shopping for you. So it takes away that anxiety that some of us might feel and the frustration, and really trying to make it as simple as possible, because I know time is very valuable, especially for us moms. So once a broker like myself can locate a plan, I then reach out to you and go over the different types of strategies and the reason why I like this plan versus that plan. And then ultimately it's your decision on what's going to make the most sense for you and your family.
So you're able to help them compare costs, obviously, is the biggest piece. What do
Yes,
you get out of this plan versus this plan, depending on that specific family's needs?
absolutely. So we compare the cost and comparing the benefits. And, I always try to find which plan is going to be the best. There's really a handful of plans that are available. So, it's really trying to cater to what their specific needs are.
So I think one thing I just want to backtrack for a moment here. Why would somebody want to go through a broker and buy a plan through the exchange? I do want to mention for the families who aren't aware or are just coming into this autism journey, you're new to the autism journey and you're learning that one of the major therapies for autism is ABA, or applied behavior analysis. So ABA is actually mandated to be covered under your commercial or private insurance plan, mostly through your employer. But there are situations where it is excluded through your specific plan. And I'll mention now that if you call BPI and talk to our new client liaison, we can verify insurance coverage. We have a way to do that for you as a service and free. And, we can tell you if ABA is covered or excluded. So here today, really, we're talking about families who don't have access to that coverage through their either, again, family employer plan, or if you are a family with Medicaid insurance. So that is the reason you would want to work with a broker. So how does the process work? They contact you, and so how does that work from there, Stephanie?
Yep. So, and I wanted to add something to what you had said, that another benefit of having a broker, in my opinion, is it's someone else to kind of bounce ideas off of. So I know if I go down the world of Google and I start looking at all these different plans, I might think that one's the best one just because of all the things I see online, but maybe there's something that I don't see as a consumer. When I speak to someone, a broker, for example, and say, hey, I think I want this plan, what do you think? Hopefully that person will know all the certain exclusions, if you will, on what to really be cautious of. So I try to do that. I also try to educate, on why I'm recommending this plan, not just, hey, take this one and be done with it. So again, that's a benefit of a broker. If you do work with a broker, they should be knowledgeable in explaining these things to you. As far as the process goes, clients can email me, they can call me directly, and all I'm going to ask is date of birth of who the insured would be, and then the county and the zip code that they live in. And that's really the basics. And then once I take it from there, then we get into a conversation about, what it is exactly that they're trying to look for. And I also try to see if they are buying it privately outright, if they can save money through the exchange, because there are certain income limits, and we won't go into that today, but there are income limits that could allow them to have some subsidy to help pay for those plans.
Oh, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
And I guess I want to highlight, because you touched on it, but I think it's a really important highlight, is that if you do have employer plan that overall you're happy with, but you have exclusions, one of them being that your child's with autism, therapy needs, you can just buy a plan just for the child, right? And
Correct.
So how does that work? Can the child have both? Can they have an exchange plan and still be covered as a dependent under their family employer plan?
Yep, it's called a child-only plan. So parents will buy this in addition to what they have, because of the fact that, as you've mentioned, some of the privately held small businesses, even larger businesses, they may have an exclusion that doesn't cover ABA or has certain limitations on it, where I have families that say, hey, we've got health insurance through our group, but you know what, we really need extra help paying for certain therapies. What's available? And then we can look at the child-only plans.
Okay, excellent. So what is the enrollment timelines for 2022?
Okay, so everything's starting November the 1st. Now, I know it's October 14th, like you said, it's crazy. It's already middle of the month. If you want to go ahead and call me even now, I can at least start taking information for you and getting you on my list. So that way, when the numbers come out, when the plans come out, I can reach out to you and we can go ahead and get that conversation started. So how it would work, November 1st is the beginning of enrollment. Caution, a lot of places are going to be busy that day because everyone's going to be calling, which is fine. But again, I just wanted to give you caution to that. It goes all the way through January 15th of 2022. So you have November 1st through January 15th. Now, if you want to have an effective date of January 1, then you've got to get everything in no later than December 15th. Remember, if you want something that's effective January 1, you got to do it by December 15th. If it doesn't matter, you can go all the way through January 15th.
Okay. And how long does it take to, get a confirmation once you sign up? It's pretty immediate, or?
Yep, absolutely. So there's various companies that I represent. Blue Cross seems to be the most popular one that I go through. So I know when I work with Blue Cross, I send the consumer a link. They can do it themselves online if they want to through that link. And what it is, it's personalized. So it'll say, Stephanie Thompson recommends such and such. I can walk you through it. I can do the application on your behalf. There's a very variety of different ways. We can even meet in person or virtually. I'm very flexible. I'm located in Lombard, but I reside in Plainfield, so I'm out and about. I'm happy to meet. And as far as the process goes, it's very quick. As soon as the carrier gets the quote and they get the application, you're ready to go. I get ID numbers like that.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
we're running out of time, so I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes today.
Sure.
And I want to let families know, or our followers know, that for additional information and to be able to connect with Stephanie, please feel free to contact us at 888-308-3728. And again, just to confirm that our new client liaison team will be able to verify your coverage if you have one, and whether or not you have the ABA coverage. So give us a call. We'll connect you with Stephanie. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.